Welcome in, YouTubers. We are on episode 2 of Mailbox Sports Talk with Postman 1914. Today we are going to start off our pod or mini video with a special happy birthday to my quarterback, because until he is not, he is. Happy birthday, Justin Fields. I believe it will be his 25th birthday today. Seeing that age, being past it, enjoy it, young man, and do it way bigger than I ever could have imagined. As for the shirt and the jersey, because we're going to represent one while he's there. Despite that being said, it is time to talk about the combine chatter. We will touch on franchise tags and a little bit of mock drafts. So the buzz before Indianapolis, and my hopes would have been continued with, what is the word I'm looking for? Killing all the trade buzz about Justin Fields, and yet creating value for the number one overall draft pick that we have upon the weekend and the week's events of chatter, buzz, rumors, so on and so forth. I do believe that Justin Fields will not be a member of the Chicago Bears next year. And we have a lot of mock drafts, obviously, to reflect that. We do have a lot of, I would say, confluent reports. Nobody's giving anything definitive, but most people, Schefter's, Diana Rossini's, you name it, Tom Pelissero's of the world, anybody, is pretty much giving in or kind of succumb to the idea that the Bears will use the number one overall pick to draft a quarterback. I don't care which one. I told you, if we do move on from Justin, I prefer it be whomever Ryan dictates be the next signal caller and savior of my franchise, because I've never seen a franchise quarterback. With that being said, we will read a bit about Mel Kiper Jr. Can't believe that guy's still a junior, but nonetheless, can't change he's the second one. Mel does a wonderful mock draft, and typically he is one of the more spot-on guys, him and Todd McShay, as far as how draft accuracy pans out. Nothing is exact, but he's been doing it for a while. So we will read over his latest mock draft, and then we will talk about franchise tags before we conclude our video today. We will only go through our top 10 picks, since the Bears have 2 picks in that top 10. And so we will read, obviously, with the number one draft pick, the Bears, according to Mail, will select Caleb Williams. Washington Commanders has the number 2 pick, and a surprise to me, because everyone has certain quarterbacks wherever they want them as far as the pecking order. So they have Jaden Daniels going number 2. Number 3 to New England, the quarterback from North Carolina, Drake May. And then the big body wide receiver, who's another junior, Marvin Harrison Jr., Ohio State University. Number 5, J.C. Latham is an offensive tackle. Jim Harbaugh's a new coach, and I guess he's trying to protect his investment, known as Justin Herbert, so they will go with the OC from Alabama, according to Mail. Rome Odunze, a name I hope would drop to number 9, but according to Mail in this mock draft here, will be selected number 6 from Washington to the New York Giants, my apologies. Number 7, Joe Alt, Notre Dame offensive tackle, to the Tennessee Titans. They drafted a guard last year. They're going to continue to try to build up a line in front of Will Levis, maybe see if that guy's the answer for them in the second round. Dallas Turner from Alabama, the long 8'4" wingspan defensive end, or outside linebackers they have him classified here, going to the Atlanta Falcons. My Bears, once again, and I can't say that I'm upset with the pick if it were to be true, because of the consistency and the track record of University of Louisiana State University, having those thoroughbreds. So Malik Neighbors is the pick at number 9. And rounding off, I should say, we're going to work on some voice and diction. Brock Bowers, the tight end from Georgia, to the New York Football Jets. Aaron Rodgers gets another weapon. Maybe they get a backup quarterback waiting in the wing from a particular team that we can get a second round draft pick from somebody. Nonetheless, while we will not talk about those draft picks further or any other trade speculations, we will talk about a bit of the franchise tag persons, as today was the deadline for franchise tag applications to players on any NFL team. I speak of it because it relates to my team as well. And most times when we speak about content, it will be in relation to the Chicago Bears, whether it touches on the teams in general or if it touches on my team in specific. In this case, we will talk about the particular types of tags that you can have placed on a person, and we will go through some of those tags before we wrap up the video. So, non-exclusive franchise tag is the most commonly used tag. That tag allows a person to retain the rights of said player, but said player can go out into the market and try to negotiate a contract, at which time the team has the option to match said contract or allow the player to sign with the other team with the expense of 2 compensatory first-round draft picks. I say compensatory because you got to give him compensation for him walking away. Or we can go to the exclusive franchise tag that, unlike the non-exclusive, you can't go out and negotiate with any other team, only with your team. But it does raise the pay scale particularly a bit as far as the current average salary versus what the franchise tag would be. And the transition tag, I believe, is a tender offer for the top 10 players. Often the franchise is the top 5, the top 10, and it guarantees the original club first right of refusal to match if a player finds a better deal out in the market. With that being said, here's some of the franchise tag players today. Josh Allen, linebacker from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Linebacker Brian Burns from the Carolina Panthers. Kyle Duggar, safety, New England Patriots. I'm reading off a list here if you can see my eyes going over. T. Higgins, Cincinnati Bengals, wide receiver. My Chicago Bears with Jalen Johnson and his franchise tag for $19.8 million, but we are negotiating, according to sources, for a long-term deal. Justin, why can I not say Justin? Matabuke. I can say Matabuke, but I cannot say Justin. Go figure. The defensive tackle from the Baltimore Ravens signed a non-exclusive franchise tag as well. Also did Michael Pittman do the same. L'Jarius Sneed, who is also being able to seek a trade with another team from the Kansas City Chiefs. Antoine Winfield, another safety, got a non-franchise or non-exclusive. And we got a few people who did not make the cut when it comes to those tags. Sorry for you guys. Hope you find a team out in free agency, speculation or not. Hope it goes well for you out here. So the guys who did not get tagged, Saquon Barkley, Xavier McKinney, both from the New York Giants, and a guy called Christian Wilkins, the defensive tackle from the Miami Dolphins. Won't say that Christian won't be called by my team as some veteran insurance if he's able to overcome the injury history that he's had recently. I would hope, once again, that my team continues to support and back this guy, give him more ammunition and weapons to continue to develop into the quarterback that I believe he will be. If that's not the case, we will use the same number as that pick that is going to a quarterback that will allow us to move forward and hopefully usher in, once again, the hope of a new Bears era, generation, and championship tradition. I want tradition. I want consistency. I want all of those things we talk about in a relationship, because I'm in a relationship with the Bears, but I love the NFL. With that being said, everybody, if you could, like, share, comment, and subscribe to the page. Once again, we're going to have some mailbox sports going on once a week. I am Postman 1914. We will check you out next week. Have a nice one.